Today on In the Case Geek Culture, we have Giant Size X-Men #1. I'm very fortunate to have gotten this. My wife got it for me 2 Christmases ago. Um, I was blown away. I cried a little bit because this was something I always wanted. I always wanted this one, and I always wanted just a regular #1 as well. I have every X-Men comic in print, plus all the side stories that tie into them, except for like 1 through 6, and I think like 95 and 94, and then a regular 101. But I literally have everything else. Some things I have like 2 or 3 of, especially early X-Men. I love X-Men. Like, it's my favorite outside of Turtles. But with this one, what's cool is you have the original one that's like here. See, my poor guy has a little doggy right here, but like I told my wife, I don't care about the shape of it. As long as it looks good on the cover, I wanted it, and it's complete. So she got it for me. 4.0 off-white pages, perfect. In case you didn't know, it's the first appearance of the new X-Men, which features Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Thunderbird, also second full appearance Wolverine, and you also have Cyclops leading it. And the whole point of this one is these X-Men, the original, are stuck on an island, Krakoa, which is absorbing their mutant energy, and they're there to rescue them. And in case you didn't know, spoiler alert, this isn't Warpath, this is Thunderbird, his brother. And he dies. It's fucking beautiful, man. And of course, Banshee's with him. There's a whole lot of cool stuff. This is the second print. Pretty cheap and accessible if you want to own a copy. It's totally cool. I love this version of it. I don't really know if it's the second print. It's a special edition reprinting of it. And then you also have like the new versions of them, which I think I paid less for this than I did for the reprint. We'll probably be looking at this one, but I'll pop this one open too. I can't pop this one open, obviously, but we'll pop it open and just kind of check out the art from back then and everything, and just kind of go over the story real quick. So we'll look at the special edition one. So the art is by Dave Cockrum, and Len Wein wrote the story. Which is very interesting, because and then they handed it right off to Chris Claremont, who just fucking dominated X-Men. So there's the island of Krakoa. There's Havoc. He's there to help. Polaris. Secrets of the X-Mansion by Claremont and Cockrum. There's a backup story in here that I forgot to even talk about. That's not in the original Giant Size. So that's pretty sweet. God, look at how beautiful that is. I think that's from the Foom magazine cover, if I'm not mistaken. But it was like it came out before Giant Size X-Men #1, and everybody and their mother loves it. But look how beautiful that is. I mean, you cannot get that anymore. I mean, yeah, stuff is like hyper realistic and all this stuff now, but to me, this is pure superhero. Look how good Nightcrawler is. They go into his past about being persecuted, looking like a demon, but he's super Catholic and shit. And then there's Wolverine, like, fuck you, Chuck. Looking all cool. That's just his attitude. And then Banshee, and then there's Storm. Oh, she's in Africa, flying around being a goddess. And then there's Colossus, old Rasputin, just being badass as the tractor takes off towards his sister, who we later find out is Magic. And Illyana Rasputin, and she is a badass too, but he turns, stops the tractor. Professor X is like, you're on the team. And then, of course, the stereotypical Native American wrestling of Buffalo, because, we couldn't come up with good ideas back then. But it's still badass. It's still good imagery, and it's still pertinent to his character. But I always thought it was funny. I'm like, because I read old stuff, and I'm like, we stereotype the shit out of people. Which stereotypes sometimes are just what they are. There's a Firestar as well. Old Cyclops there, and he's like, hey guys, I screwed up. And of course they get sent off. It talks about the flashback to them and what happened off screen in all the books, and they get there and they fight and they try to free them. They're all getting their life force sucked. Krakoa comes out, it's like, bullshit, and fights and ooh, no, don't fall, and just, of course, everything saves the day. But it's so beautiful, right? Isn't that beautiful? Who doesn't love that? If you don't love that, there's something wrong with you. But anyways, that's kind of the story of it. There's some pictures of it, or there's some little screenshots of it for you to check out. There's not really much to say. This is what started what we know as the X-Men. This is what started what we're going to get in the Marvel universe on camera. This is it. If you didn't know, you lived under a rock, or you're young. And welcome if you're young. I would love to talk to you about all this stuff. You can see with my collection, I don't buy like the most pristine all the time. I don't have to have the 9.8s. I have plenty of 9.8s, but like even the second printing, it's not going to catch me a fortune. I didn't care that there was a spine tick and paint or a ink scrub right there, a dented color. Very few things am I like, oh, now if it's a modern book, it better be perfect. But if it's an old book, I love the character on them. I love that this is missing a freaking corner. Like some kid bought this, or an adult, and they enjoyed it and they read it. You can see where the ink is kind of rubbed off here, where they actually read this shit. I mean, this is the part of collecting that I love. Like, it was on a coffee table and somebody spilled some shit right there. And like, they didn't know that this was going to blow up and be stupid as far as price goes. I mean, look, it's 50 cents in 1975. That is wild. But collect how you want to. Don't ever let me tell you how to collect. But if you're new, don't try to go for the big fish at first. I'm 41, about to be 42. I've been buying a long time. So it's not like this collection just up and appeared. It took me a lot of time. It took me getting married. It took me getting a wife that shared passions that I have. She doesn't collect any of this stuff, but she loves what I love. So she supports it. And, you know, it goes both ways. And my kids, I get them into this stuff. I let them touch my stuff. No, I wouldn't let them touch the Giants as X-Men #1 original, but I let them read it. I let them touch it. I let them smell it. I let them play with my old toys. I give them my old toys, and we need to foster more collectors and to foster this love that we have, because if once we're gone, it's gone if we don't. And then these expensive ass collections that we think we have are going to be worth nothing because nobody gives a shit. And we need to prevent that. We need to stop it, because if I die and my kids inherit this, which they will, who are they going to sell it to? Or are they going to keep it? Why would they keep it? You know, those are just thoughts that I have. Sorry about that rant, but anyways, I'll make a short of this real quick and then we'll carry on. Please like and follow. Thank you.